What happens when a daytime talk show steps beyond television and straight into the middle of political rallies? That's exactly the controversy surrounding The View right now. New reports and viral videos are fueling another wave of debate, and critics believe the show's off-camera appearances could end up creating even bigger problems than anything happening inside the ABC studio. But what allegedly unfolded during one recent rally has sparked an entirely new conversation. And if this trend continues through August, some are already questioning what it could mean for the show's future when the fall television season begins. Before we get into all the details, if you're new to SubiiVerse, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. We cover the biggest stories from Hollywood, television, entertainment, and media every single day, and you won't want to miss what's coming next. For years, The View has built a reputation as one of the most polarizing shows on daytime television. Whether it's the heated debates inside the studio or the public appearances made by its hosts outside of ABC, controversy rarely seems far away. Recently, that attention has shifted beyond the television set as several of the show's most recognizable personalities have reportedly become more active at political events taking place across New York City. According to reports surrounding these appearances, Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, and Sunny Hostin are expected to participate in a series of political rallies throughout the month of August as the conversation surrounding the 2026 midterm elections continues to intensify. That has led some critics to question whether these appearances could eventually affect public perception of the show, and ultimately its ratings once the new television season returns in September. This latest controversy also arrives at a difficult time for The View. The program has already faced increased scrutiny over recent ratings discussions, while Sunny Hostin's family has also remained part of ongoing media coverage. Now, with the hosts appearing at political events outside the studio, some viewers believe the situation is creating even more division among the audience. What's making headlines now, however, is what allegedly happened during one recent rally. According to multiple accounts circulating online, the event was organized around political messaging connected to the upcoming midterm elections. During the gathering, Whoopi Goldberg addressed the crowd, speaking about current political issues, criticizing what she described as authoritarian leadership, and once again expressing support for greater diversity initiatives in Hollywood. As her remarks continued, several people in the audience reportedly interrupted by shouting criticism of DEI policies. The exchange quickly became tense as voices from both sides grew louder. According to those reports, Whoopi responded directly to the critics, and the confrontation escalated almost immediately. Witnesses claim the situation turned heated after profanity was allegedly exchanged during the back and forth, drawing attention from both supporters and critics attending the rally. The moment quickly spread across social media, with clips and reactions generating fresh debate over whether public figures should engage directly with hostile crowds in that way. But that wasn't the end of it. As tensions continued rising, Joy Behar also became involved in the exchange, responding to members of the audience as the confrontation grew increasingly chaotic. According to reports from those present, the atmosphere shifted from a political speech into a loud verbal confrontation, with both the speakers and sections of the crowd shouting over one another. For critics of The View, the incident immediately became another example of what they describe as the increasingly political direction of the show's public image. Supporters, however, argued that the hosts were responding to an already confrontational environment. Either way, the rally quickly became one of the most talked about entertainment stories of the day. But what reportedly happened next may have created an even bigger problem, not only for the hosts themselves, but potentially for ABC as well. As the confrontation continued, the situation reportedly became even more intense. According to multiple reports circulating online, several people gathered near the stage began shouting criticism toward both Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar, accusing them of pushing political messaging instead of focusing on entertainment. What started as a disagreement quickly turned into a chaotic exchange, with voices coming from every direction. Witnesses claimed that the atmosphere shifted almost instantly. Instead of the event remaining focused on political speeches, attention turned toward the growing confrontation between the speakers and members of the audience. During the exchange, Joy Behar allegedly stepped in to defend both Whoopi Goldberg and the positions being discussed on stage. Reports claim she responded directly to some of the critics in the crowd, and the confrontation only intensified from there. Before long, people standing near the front of the stage reportedly began shouting back with insults of their own. Words like phonies, fakes, and propaganda puppets were allegedly directed toward the hosts, creating an environment that became increasingly difficult to control. Whether people agree with the hosts politically or not, moments like these almost always become headline material because they spread across social media within minutes. And once that happens, the conversation often grows much larger than the event itself. But here's where the story becomes even more interesting. According to the reports, this wasn't intended to be a one-time appearance. Instead, this rally is said to be part of a much larger schedule of political events expected throughout the month of August leading up to the 2026 midterm elections. If that's accurate, it means this latest confrontation may simply be the beginning of a much broader public campaign involving several high-profile media personalities. Even more interesting, reports suggest that future appearances could feature additional celebrities joining these events, including actor Robert De Niro, along with several other well-known Hollywood figures expected to participate in upcoming rallies. If that happens, these gatherings are likely to attract even more attention, and possibly even larger crowds of both supporters and critics. Now, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. For months, there has been speculation that the closer the midterm elections get, the more celebrities and television personalities would begin taking public political positions. August was always expected to become one of the busiest months for that kind of activity. And if these reports are accurate, that's exactly what's beginning to happen. It's no longer just politicians making campaign appearances. Actors, television hosts, comedians, and other entertainment figures are increasingly becoming part of the national political conversation. Whether audiences appreciate that or not depends entirely on their own perspective. But one thing is difficult to ignore. The more public these appearances become, the more likely they are to generate controversy. Every speech, every interview, every rally, and every viral clip has the potential to dominate headlines for days. That's especially true for personalities like the hosts of The View, who already receive enormous attention whenever they make controversial comments on television. Once those same personalities step into large public rallies, the spotlight becomes even brighter. And that's exactly why many industry observers believe August could become one of the most controversial months yet for celebrity political activism. But according to reports, the biggest fallout didn't happen during the rally itself. It happened after videos from the event began spreading across social media. As clips from the rally began circulating online, reactions came pouring in from every direction. Some viewers defended the hosts, arguing they were responding to a hostile crowd. Others believed the exchange only added more controversy to a show that's already under heavy public scrutiny. One moment in particular drew attention. According to reports, after the heated exchange, someone in the crowd shouted, "I used to trust you, not anymore." Whether it represented one person or a broader sentiment, the comment quickly spread across social media and fueled even more discussion. This comes at a time when ABC and Disney are already facing questions about The View's long-term performance. With the hosts expected to continue making public appearances throughout August, some analysts believe every new controversy could shape audience perception before the fall TV season begins. And that's the bigger issue. The conversation is no longer just about what happens on The View. It's becoming about everything surrounding the show outside the studio as well. Every rally, every interview, every viral clip adds another layer to the debate, and that could become a challenge if the controversy continues to build heading into September. Critics argue that public confrontations like this don't help the show's image and only create more division among viewers. Supporters, however, believe the hosts have every right to speak publicly about issues they care about, even if those appearances spark backlash. Either way, the attention isn't slowing down. With more rallies reportedly planned over the coming weeks and additional celebrities expected to participate, the spotlight on The View is likely to become even more intense. So the real question is, will these appearances strengthen the show's connection with its audience, or will they push even more viewers away before the new season begins? Let me know what you think in the comments below, and if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more updates from SubiiVerse. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.